A man that can control his emotions is a man that is long-sighted, who doesn't give in to present disturbances that can cause future regrettable actions. Maturity as a man is being able to prevent oneself from acting negatively by filtering and discarding negative emotions. The state of your mind at any given time affects your words, actions, and reactions. It is important to keep a healthy mind full of hope, peace, and pleasure. Control is an active process, not a passive one. Taking control of your mind requires actively being aware of the outcome of your decisions and actions. Never should you allow mind to be crowded by your anxieties, anger, and depression. A man of valor is a man in full control of his life. He isn't a puppet controlled by the opinions, attitudes, and reactions of others. He doesn't allow men to take actions and decisions for him. He is a man and not a child because he knows what he wants and how to get it. Because your emotions are powerful and can cause you to act sporadically and irrationally at times, you want to make sure you are always in control of it. Emotional mastery involves the constant process of actively maintaining peace by letting go of painful and traumatic thoughts. From the words of Marcus Aurelius reads, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." There is a connection between your thoughts and your emotions. By choosing to let go of grudges, unforgiveness, and hatred, you are setting up yourself to becoming a better version of yourself, a warrior and a man of valor. Our emotions are a powerful force, capable of driving us to great heights or plunging us into despair. But what happens when we fail to control them? Throughout history, philosophers such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius have emphasized the importance of mastering our emotions. They understood that unchecked emotions could lead to destructive behaviors and hinder personal growth. Seneca once wrote, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality." These words remind us that our perception of events often dictates our emotional response. Before we explore the steps that hold the key to mastering your emotions, I would appreciate if you liked the video so that you can help me to continue spreading wisdom and principles to raise great men, men of valor. If you are not subscribed yet, I recommend you to subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss any future video. Now back to the video. Step 1. Mindfulness, the act of being self-aware. In the hustle and bustle of our modern lives, our emotions often feel like turbulent waves, pulling us in different directions. But what if there was a way to find calm amidst the storm? Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, late for an important meeting. Your heart races, frustration mounts, and anger boils within. But in this moment, you have a choice: to react impulsively or to respond with mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation, it's a way of life, a practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment. Besides its benefits in stress reduction, mindfulness is a powerful tool in emotion control. Imagine a garden where your emotions are flowers. Some bloom vibrantly, while others wither and wilt. Mindfulness is the gardener, tending to these flowers with care and intentionality. But how does mindfulness help us control our emotions? By fostering awareness of our thoughts and feelings without being consumed by them. Instead of being reactive, we become responsive, choosing how we engage with our emotions. Epictetus once said, "We cannot control the events that happen to us, but we can control how we react to them." The Stoics, ancient philosophers who embraced virtues like wisdom and courage, understood the importance of mastering our emotions. They believed that true freedom lies in our ability to control our internal world, regardless of external circumstances. It's about cultivating inner resilience and finding tranquility amidst chaos. In the words of Epictetus, man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them. In the workplace, where deadlines loom and tensions run high, mindfulness can be a game changer. Instead of succumbing to stress and anxiety, we can approach challenges with clarity and composure. When faced with setbacks, always remember to stay calm and focused. Emotions cloud judgment. Mindfulness clears the path to solutions. At home, mindful communication fosters deeper connections and understanding. Instead of reacting impulsively to conflicts, we can approach them with empathy and compassion. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters, said Epictetus. As the sun sets on our journey, let us remember that the power to control our emotions lies within us. Through the practice of mindfulness and the wisdom of the Stoics, we can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. The practice of mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment. By taking a step back and examining our reactions, we can begin to identify patterns and triggers that lead to emotional turmoil. Epictetus once said, "People are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." This quote highlights the Stoic belief that our interpretation of events is what ultimately shapes our emotional response. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful practices that can help quiet the mind and promote emotional stability. By training our minds to focus on the present moment, we can reduce stress and anxiety and cultivate a greater sense of calm. Step 2. Overcoming negative emotions. Picture this: you receive criticism at work, and suddenly, self-doubt creeps in like a thief in the night. Your mind spirals into a vortex of negativity, consuming your sense of self-worth. But in this moment, you have a choice: to succumb to the darkness or to rise above it with resilience. Overcoming negative emotions isn't about suppressing or ignoring them, but about acknowledging their presence and reclaiming control over our inner landscape. It's a journey of self-discovery and transformation. Imagine a park where your thoughts are trees. Some bear fruits of joy and gratitude, while others are gnarled with fear and resentment. It's up to you to tend to this inner garden, nurturing positivity and uprooting negativity. By cultivating self-awareness and practicing self-compassion, we can break free from the grip of negative emotions. Instead of allowing negative thoughts to dictate our reality, we can challenge them with rationality and kindness. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." The Stoics, ancient philosophers who embraced virtues like courage and wisdom, understood the power of the mind in shaping our emotional landscape. They believed that by mastering our perceptions, we could transcend the turmoil of our emotions. Emotional control is recognizing that external events have no power over our inner tranquility. By cultivating a mindset of resilience, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and fortitude. And man is affected not by events, but by the view he takes of them, said Epictetus. In the workplace, where pressure is relentless and expectations are high, overcoming negative emotions is essential for success. Instead of being paralyzed by fear of failure, we can harness the power of adversity to fuel our growth. As we embark on this journey of self-mastery, let us remember that within the shadows lies the potential for transformation. By overcoming negative emotions and embracing the wisdom of the Stoics, we can illuminate the path to emotional freedom and inner peace. Step 3. Journaling, the act of keeping record. The practice of journaling transcends cultures and epochs, serving not merely as a chronicle of events, but as a potent tool for self-reflection, growth, and clarity. The Stoics, with their emphasis on self-awareness and personal development, embraced this practice wholeheartedly. A journal is not merely a log of daily occurrences, it is a sacred space for introspection, a forum for inner dialogue, and a laboratory for dissecting emotions, decisions, and reactions. It is the juncture where the external world intersects with the internal, where events are evaluated against personal values and beliefs. Imagine concluding each day not just by recounting what transpired, but by delving into how you responded. What was the root cause of a particular emotional reaction? What sparked a moment of joy amidst mundane tasks? Through the process of dissecting our experiences, we begin to unravel the intricacies of our psyche, identifying the triggers that sway our mood, the values that steer our choices, and the habits that mold our days. Marcus Aurelius, the esteemed Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, famously kept a journal known as Meditations. It wasn't intended for public consumption but served as his private sanctuary, a space for self-guidance, a repository of Stoic principles, and a compass for navigating life's trials with wisdom. Through his writings, we witness a man grappling with his duties, his emotions, and his existential place. However, one need not wield imperial authority to reap the benefits of a journal. In our modern era, characterized by ceaseless distractions and information overload, carving out time for introspection becomes ever more essential. A daily check-in becomes a grounding ritual amid the chaos of modern life, fostering clarity and insight over time. You may discern recurring stressors, prompting you to address them or alter your perspective. Certain practices like gratitude or mindfulness may emerge as reliable mood lifters and perspective shapers. These discernible patterns serve as signposts on the path of personal growth. Beyond insights, a journal cultivates accountability. By committing to daily reflection, we hold ourselves answerable for our reactions and choices. It becomes arduous to overlook recurring errors or dismiss lapses in judgment. Instead, we are compelled to learn, adapt, and evolve. In essence, maintaining a journal is akin to having a wise, non-judgmental companion by your side, ever ready to listen, reflect, and guide. It signifies a dedication to personal development, to deepening self-understanding, and to living in alignment with one's core values and principles. Step 4. Choosing ignorance and silence when troubled with negative emotions. In a world filled with noise and distraction, the virtues of ignorance and silence often go unnoticed. Yet within their embrace lies a profound wisdom, a wisdom that can lead us to the shores of emotional serenity. In this cacophony of chaos, it's easy to lose sight of your inner peace. But amidst the noise, there lies a sanctuary, the realm of ignorance and silence. Ignorance is often seen as a weakness, but in reality it is a source of strength. By choosing to remain ignorant of distractions that do not serve our well-being, we create space for clarity and focus. The Stoics, ancient philosophers who championed virtues like wisdom and self-control, understood the importance of silence in fostering inner peace. They believed that in the tranquility of silence, we find refuge from the tumult of our emotions. Ignorance of external distractions allows us to cultivate inner awareness, while silence provides a fertile ground for introspection and self-reflection. In the words of Epictetus Wright, silence is a lesson learned through life's many experiences. In the workplace, where stress and pressure abound, the ability to cultivate ignorance and silence is invaluable. Instead of being swept away by the tide of external demands, we can anchor ourselves in the calm waters of inner stillness. At home, amidst the hustle and bustle of daily life, ignorance and silence provide a refuge from the storms of emotion. Men of valor are men who radiate value, who are lovable and admired by their family. They are constantly seeking ways to add value to themselves, their spouse, and children. They love to build and not destroy. They are men with a purpose, seeking to build a legacy for their unborn generation. They are men who discipline their children, build their home, and ensure the needs of the family is properly taken care of. As the breadwinner and head of the home, it is your duty to maintain peace and unity in the home. There are times that our need for control might escalate into the desire for control. When this happens, we would be clouded by our ego and wouldn't be able to see the good and value in others other than ourselves. How do you react with your wife during an argument? Do you go about freaking out, breaking things, and beating her? Do you transfer your anger to your innocent children? When you do this, you walk in the pride and ego of being the boss. Alternatively, you could go the other route by counteracting disagreements with silence or ignorance. Ignorance shifts your mind from the present negativity and helps you avoid irrational reaction. This displays maturity and wisdom in reacting to quarrels and disagreements. By delaying your reaction to a calmer time and period, you not only prevent yourself from reacting in a negative, egotistical, and irrational manner, but you also control the situation from getting out of hand. Learn to use silence and ignorance as a tool for control. Instead of reacting impulsively to conflicts or frustrations, we can retreat into the sanctuary of solitude, allowing space for understanding and empathy to blossom. As the sun sets on our journey, let us remember the profound wisdom found in ignorance and silence. In their embrace, we discover the keys to emotional mastery, clarity, focus, and inner peace. A man of valor is a man in control, a man of discipline, and a man of principle. Step 5. Embrace humility. Noticeably, in the hustle and bustle of our modern lives, it's easy to get swept away by our emotions. But what if I told you that there's a powerful tool, a timeless virtue, that can help us navigate the stormy seas of our feelings? That tool is humility. The term humility originates from the Latin word humilitas, derived from the adjective humilis, which can be interpreted as humble, grounded from the earth, or low. Due to its etymology, humility has often been associated with being submissive and meek. Across various religious traditions such as Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, Taoism, and Hinduism, humility is regarded as one of the highest virtues. For instance, in the book of Proverbs 3:34, it is stated that God opposes the proud but gives grace to the humble. In Buddhism, humility is viewed as a pathway to liberation from the afflictions of the mind. A man of valor is a man of humility, a man of understanding, and a man of patience. Humility teaches you to treat everyone the way you like to be treated. Humility teaches you to be understanding with people conditions. It makes you considerate of others, and causes you to project yourself in their current predicament. A humble man would consider how others would feel if they reacted a certain way, or would envision the consequences of his actions on people. By learning to be considerate and humble, you subconsciously train your mind from acting in anger, frustration, and depression. You look to overcome your negative emotions by spending time on what you love, rather than transferring it to innocent people. Humility opens doors for peace, love, and a stronger relationship between the people you love. You become more careful and thoughtful before reacting to any argument because of humility. You put yourself in the position of the weak, the feeble, and poor. Humility prevents you from acting carelessly. It prevents regrettable actions and taking the lives of your loved ones during an argument. Humility isn't about putting yourself down or thinking less of yourself. It's about understanding your place in the grand scheme of things, recognizing that you are just one small part of a vast universe. The Stoics, like Epictetus, understood the importance of humility in mastering our emotions. They taught that by acknowledging our own limitations and accepting the things we cannot control, we can find peace and tranquility amidst the chaos of life. In conclusion, mastering our emotions is a journey that requires self-awareness, practice, and perseverance. By adopting the wisdom of the Stoic philosophers and embracing the above steps, we can take control of our emotional well-being and live a life of greater peace and fulfillment. Practice these steps regularly until they become second nature, allowing you to respond to challenging situations with poise and composure. Remember, emotional control is not about suppressing or denying your emotions, but rather acknowledging them and choosing how to express them in a way that aligns with your values and goals. Remember, this journey is not always easy, but with dedication and practice, you can unlock the power within you to thrive amidst life's ups and downs. If you found this video enjoyable and valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It helps us to create great content like this to raise men of valor. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, continue in the path of greatness, maturity, and honor. Master your emotions and don't let it control you. Be a man in control, a warrior, and a man of valor.